Hi, good evening, everyone. We'll start off tonight with defender Emily Sams. Emily, can you start off with just initial thoughts on tonight's game? When you have a second.
Yeah, I would say tonight has been one of our best 90-minute performances. Other than the fact that we should have scored a lot more and should have come away with 3 points, it's definitely a disappointment. But I would say, besides a little point in the first half, we dominated, and yeah, I think that's the best team performance we put together besides just the final piece.
All right, we'll turn over to questions. Reminder to state your name and affiliation before going.
Hey, Emily, Austin David with Orlando-Pride.com. Just performance-wise, you said it was the best, but obviously the goals change games aspect of things, having so many chances and not being able to find the back of the net, how frustrating is that just for the way that you guys played, not to have the 3 points that you guys may feel like you deserve?
Yeah, it's definitely frustrating. I mean, I think everyone feels a little bit of that frustration, but I also want to turn that into a positive because we just never gave up the whole time, and I think we had that belief as soon as we went down that we were going to win that game. So, of course, it's frustrating to not come away with the 3 points, but yeah, I think it's a positive that we stuck to what we were doing and we never let the pressure off and never showed that disappointment. And then just, yeah, at the end, it's just a little frustrating to do all that work and then not come away with 3 points.
Please.
Luis Pineda, Loud and Proud Orlando. I wanted to ask you, Emily, Racing Louisville's attack, players like Savannah DeMello posed a challenge tonight, obviously. What was your approach to neutralize their key attackers tonight, and how do you feel you perform in those individual battles? Thank you.
Yeah, I think they're very focused on transition and on the first and second balls. Obviously, they have Flint in the middle, who is very tall and very good at flicking the balls on. And so I think we struggled with that a little bit the first time that we played them at their place a couple weeks ago, but I think we did a lot better with that. And I really just think eliminating their transition as much as possible, and then second balls is really important. And I think we did very well with that. And yeah, I don't think their attack, I don't even think they had very many other chances besides the goal that they had. So I think we did well with that.
Emily, just as you're about to head into halftime, you get the penalty, Julie has it saved, they go the other end, score a couple minutes later, and then you head into the locker room. Just how much of a change does that kind of make in the mentality of how you approach the second half, and what was said at halftime just coming off of the heels of that?
Yeah, I think obviously disappointing to concede so close to halftime, but the message in the locker room was just to keep doing what we had been doing. We had been dominating the whole first half, and again, besides that one chance, I don't think they really had many other chances. And so, yeah, just the message was to keep doing what we need to do and to put away our chances. And yeah, I mean, Julie took accountability for the penalty, and then I think she came out and, I mean, had a great performance. So yeah, yeah.
This team has had a history this year of coming back after going down. I know we've talked about the resiliency of this team in the past, but just being able to have those moments of continuously putting on the pressure and finally breaking the dam, how satisfying is that?
Yeah, I think, again, I spoke on it earlier, but just the belief that we have in each other, and like we know our strengths. We know we have Barbara, and then, Simone coming on made a huge impact. And so, yeah, I don't think there's ever a question of if we're going to get back into a game. And we have that belief in us from until the final whistle blows that we're going to. Even last weekend against Utah, we had that belief, and again, fell short, but I don't think that's ever in question.
Luis.
Emily, you've been a consistent presence in Orlando's defense, which has kept the team very competitive in tight games like tonight. Obviously, I don't know if I'm getting too ahead, but KC's coming up. Tough matchup. It seems like a derby bye between both of y'all. How do you assess the morale of the team after the draw against Utah and the draw tonight? Thank you.
Yeah, I think, again, we finished this game a little bit disappointed, but yeah, I mean, I think it's always easy to get excited to play against Kansas City, and so I think, it's going to be tough. We put ourselves in a tough position now that Casey's quite a few games ahead of us in the table, but yeah, again, it's always fun and especially to go there. I mean, they have a great atmosphere, and it's a fun place to go and play, and yeah, like I said, it's always easy to get excited and to go compete for that game.
And just last couple games, obviously you've had to really push to get results here at home. What do you feel like kind of needs to change other than the performances and just, I mean, what have you kind of seen that just needs to adjust going into that game against Kansas City?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really as simple as just putting away our chances. I mean, we had so many clear chances from a lot of different players, and I think if we score those chances early on, the whole game looks different. I really can't ask for more from the girls, in my opinion, other than just finishing those chances. But I think everyone knows that they take accountability, and we just move on. And yeah, just if we finish those chances, it's a way different game.
All right, we'll pause there. We'll be back with head coach. Thank you, Emily.
Thank you.